going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we're back to business. And thanks for the birthday wishes and gifts. I enjoyed my weekend. But then also, guys, we have football starting. And we know we have a lot of distractions. We know football, then basketball. And social media is already a distraction. But guys, we see the NWO steady building. And now in the G20, they're coming behind the curtain, letting you know what the objective is. And I'm going to get into that later on in the video. But we have Bitcoin and crypto dumping right now. So guys, make sure you're looking at the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are moving up slightly. We have the dollar down. But we have the yuan and the yen stronger. And guys, we know that's all manipulation. And then in crypto, guys, we have volume up. But of course, in order to make a big move up or a big move down, you have to have volume. And then we have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo was at 1.52 trillion on Friday. Make sure you're watching the repo. We know Janet Yellen is tapping that fund. Now, guys, we had the G20 moves forward with international crypto framework. And like I stated, guys, they're coming behind the curtain. Make sure you watch the Patreon video I did last night. If you're not a part of it, make sure you join it. Because, guys, this is the most important 2 years of your life. I'm not trying to be funny. This is not fear-mongering. We see the facts right in front of you. This is biblical. And remember, there's nothing new under the sun. Get in the lab, guys. Do not fall for the devil's tricks. So right now, guys, of course, the focus is the digital currencies. We know with digital currencies, that comes programmable money. And then we have the climate agenda, which brings on the 15-minute cities. And then we have the machines that will take over the economy. And then we have the metaverse, which therefore the people, instead of being bored sitting at home, they can go inside the metaverse and go travel anywhere they want in the world on the couch. And then, of course, guys, we see the food supply, and we definitely seeing a lot of consolidation. I'm going to post that also in my Patreon. Now we have the Bank for International Settlements calls for blockchain-based sustainable finance solutions. And what is that, guys? Climate agenda, AI, machine takeover. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale sent about $21.6 billion on Friday. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong eyes Flatcoins as the next step for stablecoins, adding in the cost of living, inflation. And we know that's the reason why universal basic income is being tested around the globe. Because like I stated, with these stable coins, they're going to be programmable. And that's the reason why stable coins are the foundation of this new economy, because it's nothing but digital dollars, but it gives the NWO even more power. And then we know blockchain gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. With all this collection of data, guys, they're going to know you better than you know yourself. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have Animoca plans to develop digital IDs on point system for Web3. And they also talked about digital IDs at the G20. And those who've been with me from the beginning know I've done plenty of videos on digital ID, letting you know the purpose. And like anything, I know a lot of you laugh. No, it cannot be true. But now we're seeing all the agendas come from behind the curtain. And we know with digital ID, guys, you're not going to have privacy. But we know it's going to be sold as a convenience. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Sushi announces expansion to Aptos blockchain. And we know earlier last month, Microsoft announced partnership with Aptos blockchain for AI and Web3 development. And then lastly, guys, we have the SEC. Gary Gensler wants to appeal the XRP ruling. So in the United States, guys, the Ripple XRP movie continues while we see Ripple overseas moving along the fourth industrial revolution. Every agenda that the fourth industrial revolution has, we see Ripple at the forefront. When it comes to CBDCs, when it comes to carbon credits, Brad Garlinghouse stated out his own mouth he's there to help the banks. And the banks are the biggest what? I'm going to let you finish that. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, BitChute, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.